Spanish-American War causes were cruelty committed by Spain during the Cuban revolts and destruction of the USS Maine. Impact of this war was the destruction of the Spanish Empire and America becoming a world power. At the end of the 19th century, the four-century-old Spanish Empire was crumbling. Spain once controlled two-thirds of the Americas. It was conquering armies had wiped out three mighty empires with their horses and guns against bows and spears. The powerful Aztec Empire in southern Mexico, the advanced Maya in Central America, and the massive Inca along the west coast of South America. His land had once stretched from California to the Cape Horn. Now his few remaining colonies, such as Cuba, began to demand for independence. Cuba had revolted several times in order to gain independence, but had failed each time. Each time they revolted, the crackdown through the fear of retaliation should the Cubans revolt. Many Americans protested this and sent the battleship the USS Maine. The USS Maine was destroyed while near Cuba under orders to protect American interests there. While it could have just been something as minor as careless smoking near the ship's magazine, Spain was blamed anyways. Spain had many disadvantages, such as vastly outnumbered armies and navies. America had always been behind in firearm technology. In the start, had interior Krag Jorgen rifles, while the Spanish had Masurs. This technology nearly stopped the charge up San Juan and Kettle Hill, and the hill was only carried by and cared for by Gatling gun. This lack of keeping up with weapon technology led to the creation of the Springfield rifle that was overwhelming failure for Spain, and Spain gave up all its colonies to America. However, there were lasting consequences for this. While Cuba was freed, America had kept a naval base in Guantanamo Bay and was allowed to interfere anytime there was a problem in Cuba and they felt that there was a threat to life, property, and individual liberty. Meanwhile, the Philippines began a colony for the U.S., but this created a problem. Many Filipinos wanted to be independent. They therefore revolted against their new rulers. This tied up U.S. soldiers for years and caused many unnecessary deaths.